3, 2.
Hello everyone, this is Meagan Meiham representing Alexander Gurman Productions, and here today I have Christina Stanton, who is representing Maggie Lynn Held, who is a toy designer. And Maggie created this wonderful game that basically combines play with art, and it's called Scriptfolio. So thank you for being here, Christina,
Sure.
because you're representing Maggie. Maggie
I
is flying in later in the week to be part of the huge toy fair, the Toy Industry Association Toy Fair, which is going to be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of this week. I'll be there on a press pass, and I'll finally get to meet Maggie. But today it was wonderful that you were able to come in to tell us on YouTube a little bit about Scriptfolio. So when did Maggie tell you about this?
So I grew up with Maggie Lynn since literally babyhood. We lived on the same cul-de-sac. She's always been a very creative person who had a ton of different creative outlets. And she, I believe she started this around 2007 maybe, but this actual product was from 2015. So it kind of evolved, but I believe this has been here since 2015. Yes.
Oh, marvelous. It is a wonderful little game. So let me just show you a little bit about this. So what this is, it sounds like what it says, Scriptfolio, it's scribbles. So you open up this booklet and you see these odd little scribbles, right? So they don't really look like anything, you might think. But then when you look at them more, you start to see shapes in them. And you're encouraged to turn it around and look at it through all angles and see what you see. And then you can start coloring it in. So for example, the way that this one is situated, like this is the instruction panel. So you can look at the scribble from both angles until you see something. So you turn it this way, you don't see anything. You turn it this way, you don't see anything. But if you turn it on its side, in this one, she saw a dog chasing a ball. So essentially, this is almost like when you were a child and you would look up at the clouds and you would see shapes in the clouds. This is like seeing shapes in scribbles and trying to figure out how many different shapes you can see in each different scribble. So I was communicating with Maggie on email, and she told me that she would make a number of different scribbles, and then she would choose the ones that she liked best, or sometimes her children would give her advice for them.
But she chooses them all.
And then it's really cool because one thing that I liked about this, like each one is different on these pages, and you can just loop through the whole book and just look at every single one and see something different each time. So before you color them in, one piece of advice might be to make photocopies of them, so that way you always you kind of preserve it. So that way, because you could look at something 2 weeks from now and see something totally different, even if you're holding it the same way. So this is the little booklet portion that is paper, and the set comes with crayons and it comes with markers.
Actually, I believe that it's this version that comes with the markers. This is the crayon version, and this is the one where you can wipe them off.
This is even cooler. This is actually created with it's kind of a, what is it, like a laminated, almost like a plasticky effect, and you can color this in with markers and then wipe it off like a dry erase board, so that way it never goes bad. So they both have strong points. Like this one, when you create stuff, you find stuff and you color it in, it stays forever. This won't necessarily stay forever, but you can wipe it away and then continually play with it and see new things. And these are the scribbles. So it's really remarkable because this was intended for children. But what I liked about this is that, even when you were sitting out in the lobby, for example, because we've been doing a ton of interviews today, Christina was talking to a couple of the artists that I had interviewed previously. And one of these artists, Melissa Hinn, works with geriatric patients. And she said, even something like this could be fantastic for people who have something like Alzheimer's, because you never know what's going to come back through looking at art and shapes.
For somebody with autism, this is just,
it could benefit autistic.
This is their way of communicating, it's their expression, it's their imagination. So yes.
And I know that this is going to sound funny, but even looking at the shapes, and to me, I'm an artist, so it might be because of that, but I find it relaxing to look at shapes, especially because I love abstract artwork. So as funny as this sounds, I think that this could even have useful properties for relaxation among stressed out adults, like some guy on Wall Street who's having a really bad week. This is a way to just relax and unwind.
I want to show you this. I'm actually not an artist, but I still love doing this. And that's a great thing. Whether you're an artist or not, this is something fun to do. So last night it was a long day, and I was vegging out in front of the TV, and I just picked this up and I just kind of made my own thing, and it's just so.
It looks like a little parrot. You got a little eye there and the beak, and you got the feathered.
It's creative. Cool, it was calming. It was imaginative. It was just something kind of relaxing to do.
Yes, it's a marvelous idea. I mean, it's phenomenal. And I love even the little characters that she has on the cover and the way that she has the instructions written so clearly on the back.
Very clear.
The other thing about this that's really nice is that when I got it in the mail, like there's little games that come with it. So for example, there's one section where she'll show 3 or 4 different scribbles, and then she'll show a finalized piece, like, this alien or the dinosaur or this dog. And then she'll ask, like, which scribble did this illustration start out as, and you can pick like option A, B, C, or D, and then choose to see if you're right or wrong. So she's got a lot of different play play patterns, I guess you would call it.
And one of the ideas is you can do this individually, but you can also do this with a group. I even think she originally designed it so it could be in a classroom situation, but really it's whether you're single, whether you're in a small group, whether you're in your big group, whether you're in a classroom.
Beautiful colors.
It's fun to do with somebody. I know, like I did this with my 13-year-old nephew. I brought him up to New York after Christmas, and it was his first trip to New York. And he's a shy kid. Don't know him very well. So after a day of going to museums and art galleries, we actually chilled out at my apartment and just did one together. Yeah. And I felt like I learned more about him when we were doing this than the very few things he's said so far. But it's like, why did he choose the colors? Why did he choose the angle? Why did he choose that image?
Exactly.
It said a lot about him, and it was actually a great kind of bridge builder. I was able to ask him that. What do you call your mini masterpiece? It's not just for individuals. It's really great interactively.
It's wonderful. It has a lot of different uses, and I think it can benefit people of all ages. Yeah. It's something that's great for even like a travel, for like a car trip or a plane trip or train trip. It's wonderful.
You can spend 5 minutes on this. You can spend an hour.
Exactly.
It's whatever you want to do.
It's limitless. It's really, and also it's really affordable. Like I think the retail price is like $14.99 or something,
not sure.
or even less. So it really compact and it's affordable. I mean, I'm very impressed with this.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what kind of reception it gets at the toy fair, because I believe that this is going to be Maggie's first time at the toy fair presenting this particular item. So I am really looking forward to meeting her in person. And again, thank you so much for coming in today and showing this wonderful item off, especially because we've been talking so much to artists today and creatives. I think everybody will love
it's something
it
different.
See it.
I'm a child of the 80s, and this was the kind of play that we were all doing before electronics came and took over. This kind of harkens back to that.
I love computers. I love my iPhone, but I gotta say, there's nothing like sitting down with something like, and we were talking to a toy designer earlier today about the merits of physical toys, physical dollhouses, physical like stuffed toys. Some things just never go out of style.
Exactly. We still have that in us. It's we're not all about a screen. We still have it in us to create.
You get away from the screen for a while.
Yeah.
Sit down and
physically
ignore the
create
emails.
something.
And it's wonderful.
And I think we all still do scribbles and doodles, even at our age. If we're on the phone talking to somebody, I'm sure that's just I think it's what we just kind of gravitate to.
Because of that makes you think. Because of this, it makes you think more about your doodles. Like instead of just throwing doodle, what do I see in that?
That's true. I hadn't thought about that.
It's limitless. Well, thank you so much for coming in. And once again, everybody, this is Scribfolio. It is by toy designer Maggie Lynn Held. And if you're interested in finding out more about Scribfolio, visit the website. And the official website is right here on the back. It is www.scribfolio.com. And you can find contact information on there. And if you are part of the toy industry, definitely check out Maggie at the toy fair. If you look up their website, you will probably be able to find her booth. I will certainly be there, and I will definitely speak to her in person, because this is really cool.
Oh, I hope it does well. It's a great idea.
It was a big honor to have it sent to me as a sample, and now it's a big honor to have it presented here at YouTube. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.